Me, Kharisma, Huril'in, Firdaus, and my friend Evana, Monalisa, Sebayang from Group 2 will present a paper entitled Climate Change and Food Security.
Before we go to the topic of the journal, first I want to explain to you what is yellow biotechnology. Yellow biotechnology is the use of bioengineering to make food better. Yellow biotechnology can making the enormous repository of all natural substances available to bioeconomy. The includes of yellow biotechnology is minimizing environmental exploitation from meat production, modification of plant toxin, extracting useful insect products. The ongoing application of yellow biotechnology. Yellow biotechnology related has a wide range of application for food production. The example, vitro cell culture technology for making bovine muscle tissues. A company founded by Mark Post in using in vitro cell culture technology on adult cow stem cells for making bovine muscle tissues. Now you can call it hamburger meat. To switch DNA sequence of plant toxin name nicotine using RNAi technology, scientists at the Max Planck Institute examine a plant toxin name is nicotine. The future of yellow biotechnology can making discoveries and inventions every single day, every passing day. We get to hear of a new story that could change the way we live and we think someday. Yellow biotechnology someday aims to apply biotechnological methods for exploiting insect-derived molecules, cell, organ as products for using in the field of medicine, plant protection, or manufacturing. That's a little explanation about yellow biotechnology.
The title of this paper is Climate Change and Food Security. The authors is P.J. Gregory from Scottish Crop Research Institute, GSI Ingram from GEZAFS International Project Office, and M. Preklasic from Department of Geography and Environmental Studies. This paper was published online in 24th October 2005 by the Royal Society Publishing.
Next, the background of this research is stresses may be induced by climate change and or other agents of environmental change, especially urbanization and globalization, are causing rapid change to food system. The food system encompasses food availability, like production, distribution, and exchange. Food access, like affordability, allocation, and preference, and have a food utilization, like nutritional and social values and safety. So that security is therefore diminished when food systems are stressed. Such stresses may be induced by uh, like the point or reason of factor in addition to climate change and or agents of environmental change. The example conflict of HIV or AIDS and may be particularly severe when these factors act in combination. Urbanization and globalization are causing rapid change to food system. Next, the research aims is one, outline the notion of food system, their relation to food security and links to climate change, explore the vulnerability of food system to experimental change, examine some prospects for adaptation of food system in response to climate change, and highlight some of the environmental feedbacks resulting from modification to food system. Recognition that food security depends on robust food system that encompass issue of affordability, access, and utilization, and consequently that the nature of the key research issues change as questions more related to food security are formulated. Like the International Global Change Research Community to establish the joint project Global Environmental Change and Food System in 2001. GIFEX is an interdisciplinary research program that aims to improve understanding of the relationship between food system and earth system to deliver science-based tools for analyzing socio-economic and environmental consequences of strategies seeking to adapt to climate and other environmental change.
Climate change is seen as a relatively recent phenomenon. Individuals and societies are used to adapting to a range of environmental and socio-economic stresses. Changes in climate variability and mean values will bring additional complications to many, especially those dependent on food systems that are particularly vulnerable to these additional stresses. Climate change is seen as a relatively recent phenomenon. Individuals and societies are used to adapting to a range of environmental and socio-economic stresses. Changes in climate variability and mean values will bring additional complications to many, especially those dependent on food systems that are particularly vulnerable to these additional stresses. The full range of environmental effects that will result from adapting food systems are presently difficult to discern because there is no consensus yet as to how climate change impacts will manifest themselves at different scales. The possible environmental impacts of adapting include first, changes in biodiversity due to extensions of the agricultural frontier, second, water pollution associated with increased use of fertilizer and pesticides, third, waterlogging, salinization, and water scarcity due to irrigation, and fourth, land degradation due to use of less suitable land. However, there is no reason to suppose that the effects should be so uniformly negative if institutional support is given to more sustainable practices. This paper demonstrates that climate change is only one of several changes affecting food systems and that its relative importance varies both between regions and between different societal groups within a region. Adaptation of food systems via interventions in availability, access, and utilization are possible to cope with climate change at different scales, although their impacts to the Earth system have yet to be fully assessed. And that's all from us. Thank you for listening.